Once Hurricane Arthur passes, thousands of people could be headed back to the ocean for whale watching tours. They might get the show of a lifetime from the biggest animals on Earth. That's because whale sightings are way up. Vinita Nair is here to take us out on the water for an up-close look. Vinita, good morning.
Good morning. Humpback whales are being spotted from New Jersey to Maine in numbers not seen in years. Their migration is providing scientists with an incredible research opportunity, as well as giving tourists an incredible show.
Here they come.
Seeing a humpback whale burst out of the water right in front of you seems like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But this summer, hundreds of whales are being spotted every day.
There we go.
Passengers aboard packed whale-watching cruises are seeing at least 20 each trip.
It's going to come up right through that circle with its mouth open.
We wanted to know what was happening, so we set out with NOAA researcher Dave Wiley off the coast of Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
How many whales do you think are out here today?
I took a quick count, and so I counted about 18 humpbacks and 8 to 10 finbacks, but there's a lot more that we can see in the distance. So I would guess maybe 30 to 40 humpbacks and probably 10 or 15 finbacks.
Last year, Wiley says there were hardly any whales because there were no sand lance, the tiny eel-like fish that humpbacks feed on.
So this is what they're going after. It's a small fish called a sand lance.
This tiny fish is responsible for so much in terms of the ecosystem.
No one's ever heard of them, and we know almost nothing about them. So that's one of the real puzzles for us, is to try to answer that question of why are they here some years, why are they not?
So Wiley and his team of researchers decided to follow the fish in the water. Using one camera they could control and borrowing critter cams from National Geographic to tag unlikely cameramen.
How do you tag a humpback whale?
We have a tag on a long pole that has a suction cup on it. So we approach very carefully and use that long pole to pop it onto its back.
The footage showed sand lance darting around in schools and burrowing in the seabed to hide from predators. But as researchers watched the deep water footage from the whale's point of view, they discovered something else. The 40-ton whales were hunting together, blowing bubbles to corral sand lance like fishermen using nets.
What they do is they'll start down maybe 20 meters and start swimming a spiral, and they're emitting bubbles out of their blowhole or their mouth, and they'll just make this nice choreographed circle, it's spiraling effect as they come to the surface, and then they come up with their mouths open and grabbing as many sand lances as they can.
So they've mastered teamwork and physics and timing.
They absolutely have. Yeah, it's amazing the complexity of their behavior.
The whales will leave by the end of summer in search of warmer waters. Wiley says he doesn't know if the sand lance will return or if the humpbacks will surface next year.
Because there are so many whales, the Coast Guard and marine biologists have been warning boaters this summer to be on alert. Anthony, Margaret, as you could both imagine, striking a whale is not the best case scenario for either the whale or the boater.
Right.
Yeah, we saw a cameraman yesterday who got knocked over by a whale.
Exactly. That must have been amazing to see, though.
You know, it's amazing. You heard him say that there was 30 to 40 swimming around us at one point. So many points, we didn't have to tell the photographer which way to look. We're like, they're everywhere.
Just breathtaking, really breathtaking.
Vinita, thank you.